Prickly pear cactus can be any of about 200 species in the genus Opuntia. They grow all over the Americas, even in cold winter regions like the Northeast. They are also common in Israel, Jordan, and elsewhere in the Middle East. Harvesting the fruit can be a challenge. It isn't the clearly visible large thorns on the pads that are the problem, but the tiny hair-like prickles called glochids. Trust me, you do not want those to get under your skin. Here's my boyfriend tackling the prickly harvest. His secret weapon is a plastic bottle cut in half, which works much, much better than gloves. Just put it around the fruit and twist, and the fruit will come right off. I burn the glochids off of the prickly pear fruit by holding them with tongs and singeing them over the flame of a gas burner. Even so, I still wear gloves for the next step, just in case I missed burning away a glochid or two. I use a paring knife to peel the fruits. The resulting pulp is very seedy, but for this recipe you don't need to worry about that. If you have a food mill, you can simply run the fruit through that to extract the juice. If you don't have a food mill, put the prickly pear pulp into a large pot, add water to cover the fruit, and simmer over medium heat until the color has gone out of the fruit and into the liquid, which will take about 15 minutes. Strain the liquid through a jelly bag, several layers of cheesecloth, or a cloth bag. The color of your prickly pear extract will vary from saffron to magenta, depending on the species of Opuntia that you started with. Measure the liquid. To every 4 cups of prickly pear extract, add 2 cups sugar and 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Bring to a boil over medium-high heat, stirring to dissolve the sugar. More often than not, a foamy scum will appear on the top of the syrup. Skim this off and discard it. Now you have choices. You could pour the hot syrup into clean pint or half-pint canning jars and process in a boiling water bath for 10 minutes. Or you can skip the canning process and store the syrup in your refrigerator for at least a month. Of course, you can enjoy a prickly pear syrup on pancakes, but it also makes a great addition to margaritas or other cocktails. You can also freeze it to make prickly pear granita or sorbet. There's a link to the full recipe in the notes below this video. If you're interested in more on foraging wild edible plants and on food preservation like this syrup, please take a moment to subscribe, and always I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below.